I didn't refund the Culling 2. The Culling 2 was refunded. There's a difference. We've completed 3 of 4 Rocket Sisters once we take her out. Exactly. It was forcibly ripped from my hands. They did. They gave everybody their money back. It's actually like a really nice thing to do when you recognize that I'm pretty sure they also went out of business like 6 months later. So there was like really no reason for them to do the good PR thing. But they did the good PR thing anyway, which is pretty, I mean, sure. I mean, in a perfect world, you wouldn't have released like a totally garbage game for money. But then like, they did do some things right at the end. And I got nothing but love for the Culling 1. Oh, Voltorb, huh? No, the Culling 2 is truly awful. There is no Galaxy Brain world in which you could be like, maybe people are giving this game an unfair shake. On a fundamental level, the game was like cursed from the start. It was a 100-player battle royale that couldn't get more than 10 people in the average game. It was incredibly buggy. The Culling 1's entire, you know, the main reason people liked it was because of the fact that it was melee driven and had like a decently cool like rock paper scissors sort of mechanic. And then the Culling 2 was just like, we added a terrible implementation of guns, like completely going against what made the first one cool to make it just a generic gun game. It's also true, when you went into the water, you didn't swim, you just ran in the water. I've already been there. It's just, yeah, it's a really, really bad PUBG, basically. Bless you, Kate, by the way. Take me to floor 3, please. Believe there's a teleporter here that matters. I mean, I broke my controller, but it didn't help. I'm telling you, by the way, I haven't even talked about it, but like, there's nothing more emblematic of anime fandom. Don't shoot the messenger until I finish, please, by the way. There's nothing more emblematic of anime fandom than people waiting over a year and being very excited for Evangelion to come to Netflix, and then literally the day it came out, they were like, well, they fucking changed the ending song, so why don't you suck my dick? When I saw, like, people were like, check it out, Evangelion's on Netflix. A whole new mass audience is gonna see this and be exposed to one of the most important and influential animes of all time. And, like, the next tweet was like, they fucked it up, dude. Hypno is psychic. Versus Psychic, you catch him with the Zippy Zap because it always crits. I still haven't watched the show. Stop spoiling it for me. I'm gonna watch it. I'm just saying. I miss the brief period of optimism that was 5 minutes before it actually came out, before the discourse of, well, I don't understand. I think it was probably subversive when it came out, but now that it's out, it's actually not that subversive. Many animes such as Boku no Ramen Chef have done a better job, I think, of taking the tropes that were present in that in their infancy, but now, you know, repackaging them for a modern era. And I'm like, or just like, you just gotta, just take my advice. I know it's not fair, but like, when someone's that's never watched anime is like, hey, I saw this Evangelion show. They might even pronounce it wrong. Let them have it, okay? And then go, you know, I'm thinking about watching it. What do you think, anime fan? Literally limit your reply to under 8 words. It's pretty good. Let me know what you think. That might be over 8 words, but you get what I mean. If you have to answer with like multiple breaths, you've messed it up. You're gonna sink their enjoyment before you even get a chance to get in there. You found a guard spec. Yeah, exactly. I'm the only one that's allowed to talk. You think I'm being sarcastic, but that is pretty much what I mean at all times. Am I still on the 3rd floor? Where the hell am I? Isn't this the teleporter that I'm supposed to... Oh, I think it is, actually. The thing that is also funny is that, you know, I tweeted that Evangelion tweet, and then people, like, replied to it, thinking that we were on the same team when we're not, but they were like, yeah, anime fans are pretty particular. Anyway, Evangelion is pretty good, but, like, if you really want to get into it, what you should watch is this, and I'm like, Not muted. That's well-meaning. It's not muted. Is it mute-worthy? That's not for me to say. What do you got for me in here? Nothing? I don't block anybody on Twitter. Because if you block them, that's really bad for PR. Instead, I would rather just mute them so they think that I'm reading all their tweets forever. Did you see Josh's response? I loved it. Josh was like, why are all these nerds mad about Eva? And then someone replied, and Josh was like, I don't know what that means. It was extremely good. I'm not saying there's no reason to be mad. I'm just saying you gotta know your audience. I don't know if there's any reason to be mad. Hold on. You're poison. I should use psychic. What it is it's like, you know, you tweeting, and you're like, I ate a cheeseburger and french fries for dinner. And then people popping up into your mentions and being like, yeah, well, the cheeseburger looks good, but aren't you concerned about the trans and saturated fats? Plus, I mean, the amount of refined carbohydrates in the bun alone. And then what kind of oil was it fried in? Like, what was the smoke point of the oil that it was fried in? Like, you really gotta know your audience, you know? I'm with Mel. Get off Twitter and start gardening. Don't you shame your co-hosts on what they eat all the time? Pardon me, sir. I believe I am the one who gets roasted the most for eating chicken tortillas and tuna, rice, kimchi, and Dijon mustard all mixed together in a single bowl. It was good, and the macros were out of control. Thank you. Thank you. I was so bored today, I watched Jeff Dunham's comedy specials. Can we get an F in chat, please? Yo, Mouth, my mom grew a 1 kilogram tomato this year. It was heavy as hell. That's an incredible story. Dude, I'm actually like, 5 years ago, I was like, dude, what am I gonna do when we're fucking 50 years old on this platform? How am I gonna relate to the gamers that are born in the year 2010 as like a man who's a half century old? Now, I'm like, dude, first off, if I'm still doing this at 50, what happened? But maybe it'll own. But secondarily, I'm just like, what I picture now is just Malf and me growing old together, playing like Farming Simulator, probably starting our streams at like 5:30 in the morning, and just being like, hey, what'd you do yesterday? And Malf's like, oh, you know, it's pumpkin season and Big Bertha's got twins. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Dude, I shot... you'll never believe it, dude. Yesterday I hit 18 holes and I was only like a +9. It sounds so pleasant. Yeah, but it will be EU friendly. Absolutely true. Shh, I'm a beautiful spy who's disguised as a nurse. That's why, Malf, we need to play F1 together. That's the first step in becoming a boomer. You ordered the wheel? Oh, we're already there, dude. Oh, she's the oldest. Why would you want to become the villain? Well, you know... The thing is, like, I don't see boomers as the villain. I see people that are out of touch as the villain. People that have no sympathy for other people, no understanding of where they come from. Like, there's a lot of 16-year-old boomers. And there's a lot of 65-year-old millennials. Like, there's a lot of kids in the high school system who are like, I don't understand why poor people don't pull themselves up by their bootstraps, even though they've lived their whole life having literally everything paid for them by either the taxpayer or their parents. And then there's a lot of like 65-year-old millionaires who are like, please raise my tax rate. I would like to provide more benefit to society. How do I get the fuck out of this building? Maybe not a lot, okay, but there's a few. Yeah, there's a couple. Your Warren Buffetts and your Bernard Sanderses and your Bernard Gateses, yeah, your Carlos Slims and your et ceteras and the so-ons. He's not a billionaire. Bernard is a billionaire in spirit, okay? Because he's old as dirt. If you're 80 and you're not a millionaire, like, what happened? You grew up in the most prosperous, you know, location and time in human history. I don't know where to go, dude. Where's the boss? Up? I hadn't considered that. Do I have to go to the 10th? It's got to be the 10th floor, right? please. I beg you. I do not wish to fight any more mucks. Don't send out muck. Oh, thank God. You hear Tomo? Tomo! Dusted. Thank you for the Tomo emotes in chat. I brought it up in an Slay the Spire episode. Tomo had like an eye infection. For one day, he was walking around winking at me all day. He has his eye that literally the next day was totally fine. He had one day where he was like a little sick, and now today he's like, or not today, like as of last Sunday, he's like, I'm a happy cat again. What's the opposite of F? Like if you press F to pay respects, what do you press when like a miraculous cure has happened? E? E! But E's already got something. We can't use E. It's gotta be W. Because Dan never got him. That was what Kate said. It's gotta be a W. W's in chat, please. Thank you. Much appreciated. W's for Tomo, not for me. Okay, so people said you go to the 3rd floor. Just get me out here, okay? I throw myself on the mercy of chat. Where is the teleporter that I'm supposed to take here? Is it this one? Or is it this one? Or is it this one? Try tongue, butthole. Resident Sleepers in chat, please, for Grimer. Thank you. Much appreciated. Bleed purple. Bleed purple is a much better emote for this. Absolutely true. Magmar. I will not change Pokemon. Keep battling. Those who grime are doomed to die! Please just let me fight the boss. I'm ready. Alright, chat, you ready? Fuck, marry, kill. Creed. Disturbed. And corn. It's tough, right? I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. You have to fuck and marry one of them. You can't kill all three. I honestly think I would fuck Korn, marry Creed, and kill Disturbed. But I think I'm in the minority. I think people probably consider Disturbed to be the best of those three bands, but I don't know, man. They're all, like, in my opinion, like a 0 out of 10. Okay. Where do I go from here? This is the, what do you mean this is the right, this bullshit is the wrong way. This is the nap room. This must be the right way. We're on the 9th floor. Wrong. Go back down to the 3rd floor. I'm starting to realize why adult Pokemon fans are so angry all the time. Center teleporter in room with scientist. Alright, send them. It's Gary, dude. Thank you. That's far enough. I already beat you, dude. I sequence broke. I will not let you reach the boss. Gary, do you think? Giovanni must be here. Yeah. Get down, Mr. President. Thank you, Daniel. So brave. He probably only did it because he was going to loot him afterwards anyway. It's a Tarkov joke. Arbok and Wheezing. Oh! Alright. Ruka's strong enough. You use a floaty fall. Nah, you know what? Bring out the dang old zippy zap. Then Machamp. Honestly, I could probably swap you with a better Pokemon, but I'm just gonna do a little dig move. Did you know Arbok is Tarkov backgrounds? Or backwards? Sorry. Did you know I've been streaming just long enough that the verbal part of my brain has atrophied? Oh, see ya! I believe if you would like that to go viral, you put a caption on it that says, "I'm out this bitch." And then, I don't know what subreddit you put it on, but it's gonna get at least 1,500 upvotes. It's super effective. Alright, you need to be swapped. Alakazam is absolutely gonna body you. Okay, so let's try this again. It would be like something along the lines of, "Hey, Machamp, wanna come over?" "Oh, I can't. I'm busy working out." My parents aren't home. And also, I live under the ground in the dirt. Skirt! Nailed it. NL, I have an EX raid tomorrow. Can you wish me luck? Good luck catching the speed form of Deoxys. As always. Just like always. Yeah, speed now. Kay told me the speed form is, like, I don't want to make you feel bad about your EX rate, but Kay told me the speed form is likely to be completely useless.